This is size accelerator. Now to understand this tool, what I need to do is I'll reduce the first object size. Okay. Now what this does is we'll first create some gap in between the object. So I'll slightly create a gap here. Now in size accelerator, what it does is it creates the equal size of all the objects. The size, what is, just keep observing here, creates a straight line here. If I active this, now this is the straight line it has created. So I'll draw a line so that you can understand. See, now it has created a straight the alignment of this, all the corners of these objects are from the straight line. If I undo this, it slightly moves from the, it is not aligned to straight this particular line or to a straight line, you can say. So that is for size acceleration. Okay, delete this other object and again we will bring this object to its original position. Okay, now this is map nodes. Now this, let's start with the split first. Split is to split any of the object. Okay, now suppose if I click, let's understand again. I'll select the entire object here first. I'll go to this, I'll go to split first and I'll select with any of the object in between. Okay, suppose if I select in between here to any of the object. Now this has split from first and the last object. Now if I move this object, it is split, but it is attached to all the objects here. Suppose if I move this object, accordingly the moment changes, like the moment changes from the first and last object. Before, what was happening is, before splitting, if you move the first object, all the objects, it moved accordingly to that object what you are moving. Suppose if I move the last object, it happens in the same way. Now if I split the object, suppose if I split this particular object, now if I move this, it moves according to that splitted object. Okay, that way. Again, if I move the first object, only the object from the splitted object to the start object, only those objects keeps moving. Before that object to the first object, it keeps still, it doesn't move. In the same way, if I move the first object, the same thing happens. Okay. Now I'll bring it to its original position. Now when you split the object, see all the tool options what you used to get here, those disappear. So if you want all the tool options, so you need to keep only the first and last object as your target objects. Okay. This is to view the start or the end object. If I click on show start object, this goes to your start object. So the selection goes to start object. Again, if I go to show end object, it goes to end object here. This is to view your last and end object. Okay, now this is new path. To see this object, to activate this object, what I need to do is I need to draw one more object here. I'll draw a circle here. Okay, and increase the circle size. Now I'll reduce this size. I'll select the entire blended objects. I'll go to new path and it'll ask you where to attach this or this particular blended objects. I'll direct it towards the new object where I created. Okay, now what it has done is the blended objects has attached to this particular the new object created, that circle object, that the blended object has attached to its parts. So now if I increase the size here, it keeps increasing. If I increase the objects, it keeps increasing. If I move the object, it moves accordingly according to the path of this new object. Okay. It moves according to the object path. Okay. Now if you click on show path, it will show the path. This is the path. If you move this path, the blended object also keeps moving. Now the third is detach from path. If you click this, it detaches, it break the path. The blended object break its path from the object, from the new object which I had created. It detaches the path. Okay. Now again it has come to its original position. Okay. So this is the use of path, new path. If I select this object and if I want to attach it to some path, I'll go to that. I'll draw another object here and attach it to path. The blended object attached to the new object path. Okay. I'll delete this object. Now the last one is to clear blend. If I click this clear blend, see, it has removed all the blended objects. Only the two objects which you had created in the beginning, only those two objects has been kept here. Okay, that is to clear blend. This is to clear blend. Okay. Now suppose if I as I said, if I have splitted one more object here in between. See, this has splitted from this two object. Now there are three objects now. Now if I want to clear the path, to get this tool options, to this clear path tool options, again you need to select the object, blended object here. Again you need to go to blend tool, then only you will get this options here, but only the clear blend option is active. Rest all is not active because I have break the path in between. If I click this, now it has created three objects, 1 2 3, and the new object has some different color. Okay, that was the mixture of this red and blue color in between. Okay, that's the third object. So this is what the blend tool does.